despite losing games in the Cup, still have a chance. But a win here in Game 4 is critical.
Yeah, you want to get into that knockout stage. You have to absorb some blows and land some even better ones. It's not for the faint of heart.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Durant. OG Anunoby is out there with Mobley. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Now Beal following Durant's three-point attempt. Beal with it. 4 on the clock. Williams kicks to George. Off target from three-point range. Here's Suggs. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Outside, Beal. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Durant. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Deflects the pass. There's the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with force.
Here's Suggs. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Suggs.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Anunoby. Leonard, no luck. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now here's Williams, and it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so here is Indiana. Beal, the pass to Williams.
And you know Mobley was in that shooter's head. Evan, as good as they come defensively.
It's Vassell on the wing. KD against Beal. Again, Durant missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Williams. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Wizards leading by 4. It's Durant on the wing. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Durant's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Wizards.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release, too. Incredible combination for him.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now here's Love.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Robinson. Covered by Mobley. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Robinson, that's good.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Washington's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Mobley has screen on Love. Here's Suggs. That one a little long. Pacers trail by 5. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Peter Cargill, Pacers, type 2, everybody. Make some noise. Peter Cargill, Pacers, type 2, everybody. Make some noise.
The Pacers making a change here. George is checked in. There's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Devin Vassell, number 1. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Now here's Love. Still yet to score. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Everyone, come on, let me hear you.
Washington with the ball. 4-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. Durant against Love. Here's Suggs. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Jalen Suggs for 3.
5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Launches a 3, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Washington Wizards. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Max Strus is out there with Alex Caruso. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Wizards leading by 6. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Got a piece of it. Pass to Caruso. No good from outside. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside for Robinson. Indiana moving it around. From deep, George. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. DiVincenzo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Well, DiVincenzo knows how to create for himself. He finds an opening and quickly takes advantage.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Wizards second.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Now, here's George. Nothing on the board, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Let's go. Dort misses. Pacers trail by 8. This one for 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Strus has got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Wizards leading by 11. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Washington. And here are the Wizards now. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. It's Strus on the wing. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
2 minutes remaining in the
Caruso
first half.
looking for an opening. It's Dort on the wing. Leonard against Caruso. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
That one drops for him.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Now here's DiVincenzo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. And there's the drive. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Robinson. pass to Leonard. Shoots over Caruso. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Now, here's George. Cranes the 19-footer. George got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They get the rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Strus a screen on George, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's one of the few mistakes they made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Pacers trail by 9. Now Beal. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically flips on that.
And so it's Washington in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Indiana Pacers.
Well, let's be honest. They haven't taken this game seriously, and the score just reflects it.
Yeah, shooting below 30% from 3.
30?
The joke. Yeah, that's what I said. The joke is definitely on them thus far.
Jeez.
Next up, guys, let's talk about those power rankings.
I think for the Pacers.
And that is a wrap. Now,
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's George, still scoreless. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Buzelis. Then it's George. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
Mechanically so efficient and smooth. Leonard off the catch there.
Suggs finds KD. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 7. Williams against Mobley. Williams passes to Beal. Outside, George. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Suggs against George. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball. The 4th spot held by Jalen Suggs.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Beal with it, covered by Vassell. Back to Beal. And that one, good.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
The Wizards with the lead. Suggs looking around. Durant with a wide open look. Oh, Durant from way out there.
That should and would be a bad shot for most, but Durant's shooting ability is just that extraordinary.
And they keep a lid on a
opposing team's offense overall. They are 10th in points allowed. That's a testament to their schemes and commitment on that side of the ball.
All the second chance points they've racked up jump out at you. They've got a few guys that pursue the basketball with incredible effort at both ends. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kevin Durant is as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, "I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense." Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Wizards.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Leonard. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now, here is George. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
KD, a screen on George. DiVincenzo with it. Leonard picks him up. Pass to KD. Mobley on the follow. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Beal. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Leonard missing. Washington leading now by 7. Mobley sets the pick for Durant. Down low. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Durant. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Beal. Back to George. Outside Leonard. It's over Anunoby. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
As good as he is offensively, I think this is Kawhi's bread and butter. He is lethal from the mid-range.
For 3, Vassell. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. A minute 42 left in the third. Williams inside. Mobley's there.
Williams able to quickly get to the rim, and that length of his helps.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams deciding to change it up. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. The Pacers 4th.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And Adams kicks to Dort. And here's Strus for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Strus has got his second bucket of the night.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Love against Adams. Here's Leonard. Caruso grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now, here's Dort. Caldwell Pope outside. Strus, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Robinson. That shot off the mark. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Washington Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Strus finds Caldwell Pope, and the first shot of the night for him missing. Robinson for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Washington in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there. Not just try to outscore them. We got to have them feel us. We got to make it hard on them.
Well, that's a staple of Coach Carlisle's game plan, isn't it? Wanting his guys to play with purpose on the defensive end.
And really, it's what makes him such a great coach. When the defense isn't up to par, he's going to hold his guys accountable.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So on the floor for Washington, Max Strus is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Caruso in at the 3-slot.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
He's off on the second. Pacers trail by 9. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Putting his muscles to good use. Dort basically forces his way through the foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Here's Dort. The Pacers making the shot. George with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Indiana. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Robinson. Here's Barlow. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Barlow. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
One of the many things that Kawhi does well, getting himself to the line.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Well, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
Now Leonard, after the missed 3 from KD. And stolen by Vassell. Outside Durant. Mobley, a screen on Robinson. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by KD. 8 points for Evan Mobley.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Back to George. Bangs home the trifecta.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Now here's DiVincenzo. Now Durant. Mobley sets the pick for KD. From 19, that one goes.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And Williams is checked in for Indiana. Beal comes in for Duncan Robinson.
The Pacers hiker is here.
Here's Beal. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another chance here. Mobley there for the rebound. Wizards leading by 9. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Jalen Suggs. How's he doing, Allie?
Hey guys, well, the head athletic trainer for Washington let me know the status. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. This is going to be a long-term issue and a lengthy recovery process. Unfortunately, they expect him to miss a significant amount of time. Not the news they were hoping for, guys.
And Allie, we thank you for the report. Guys, it doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
On the Pacers with possession here. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Vassell against Beal. Williams, Mobley there for the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Wizards.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky things themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
And the Wizards with possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Anunoby a screen on Robinson. Throws it down. What an assist! And so Washington takes the win. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. They was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we just tried to play our brand of basketball and just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kevin Durant.